Ryan Coogler, director of Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Creed, is producing Ironheart, the new character that premiered in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in Wakanda Forever. Riri Williams getting her own TV series. Am I excited about this? To be completely honest, Riri Williams was not my favorite part of Wakanda Forever at all. To be completely honest, she was my least favorite part. Then when I heard that she was going to be getting her own TV show, I definitely was like, meh. And I was hoping that Disney would come up with some promotional trailers and imagery for her, maybe a little bit of a deep dive back into her story to kind of get me a little excited for it. But as the years, that's right, years went by, Disney just didn't mention it at all. The promotion for this show has been extremely lackluster. Kind of reminds me of Echo. It's like, do they even care? Are they already suspecting this to be a flop and a failure? I mean, is this just going to be another throwaway character that we just see for this series and we just never see in any of the TV shows or movies again? I mean, what's going on here? It's almost like they have already given up on this series. We finally just got the first trailer a month before it premieres on Disney Plus. It's kind of mind-blowing. And it's even more weird for me because I feel like as a black man in America, I feel like it's my obligatorical, ethnic responsibility that I'm supposed to be super excited for this. Like, oh my God, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. But y'all know me. If you've been following me for years, you know that I have a tough time lying to my audience. And I'm feeling it. Every time I see it, I'm just like, I don't know, something's fishy, bro. I think it's gonna fail. I just do. That's my, educational response, or just my premonition of every time I see this character in this series. Because, I've stated before, Wakanda Forever is one of my favorite movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but the plot was not the strongest. The center of the plot revolving around Riri. I can't remember if she stole vibranium or if she just created a different version of it of some sort. Just that whole plot, sometimes it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I feel like they should have went in another direction after it was all said and done. I still enjoyed the movie, but I don't know, just her attitude about certain things. But, then again, she is a teenager. I had a fun conversation with my wife. I was telling her, I just find Riri annoying, and I'm thinking to myself, is it just because she's a kid? And then my wife was like, well, you like Peter Parker and you like, Kamala Khan. And I'm like, that's true. They have a certain level of charm to them. It's like you want them to win. You want Peter Parker to win. He goes through so much trauma and turmoil. You want him to win. You want to see Kamala Khan win. She goes through a lot of issues within the Miss Marvel TV series. As she meets her fellow Marvelettes in the Marvels, you want her to win. She just brings a certain charm to that movie that you just cheer for her. But I'm just not getting that sense from Riri. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, on what it is. And I love black women. Don't get me wrong. I'm a black dude. I can say that. Trust me. But listen, I don't know. I just find her annoying. I really do. Another odd decision by Disney that makes me think that they think the show is going to flop. They're releasing 3 out of the 6 episodes to start it off. So here's half the series. Hopefully you like it. If you don't, well, at least we got y'all to watch 3 of the episodes. You're probably not going to watch the next one. So here's 3 of them, so we can at least get the ad revenue for you watching 3 of them at least. Jesus Christ. That would be like me, making a set series of videos and just releasing all 3 of them at the same time. I'm like, well, I don't have a lot of confidence in these vids, so here they all are. Hopefully you'll watch them. If not, I will. What is happening right now? There's no confidence in this show at all. That's literally Disney saying so just watch the first 3 at least. Please just give it a chance. Here's 3 of them. Just give it a chance, please. Wow. Villain for this is supposed to be the Hood. My take on that TV shows and superhero movies are only as good as the villain allows them to be. This is a street level super villain, kind of aka to like Bullseye, Kingpin. Personally, I have no experience with this character at all whatsoever. This would be my kind of my introduction to him. Hopefully he doesn't disappoint. He's played by Anthony Ramos. If we remember correctly, he played one of the, starring roles in the last Transformers movie. He put on that Transformers mech suit, so that's pretty cool. It comes out June 24th. Like I said, man, I'm trying to find myself getting excited for it. Hopefully, it'd be cool if we can see some cameos. Obviously, Ironheart has kind of styled her suit after the Tony Stark design. Hopefully, we get at least a little references, maybe from Morgan Stark. That would be cool. We haven't seen her character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Endgame. So that'd be a good idea, maybe. Something. I highly doubt we see Pepper, but maybe some happy action, or maybe some Morgan Stark action. I don't know. Throw Spider-Man in there. The show will become an instant hit. Just saying. But I'm sure Spider-Man is probably too big for a show like this. It is what it is. Daredevil as well just wrapped its season of return to the Disney Plus network, so I doubt we see an appearance from him either. But, like I said, I'm just trying to find ways to make myself excited for it. This suit really isn't doing it for me. It just looks like the red suit from Wakanda Forever, except it's just white. It still has those huge shoulder pads attached to it. I'm thinking maybe that's just a Mark III, hopefully. And I'm hoping she eventually gets the skinny suit like she has in the comics. That was definitely more my style of what I hoped she was getting. I was never a fan of her suit in Wakanda Forever. It just looked dumb. I'm sorry. It just does, man. So, hopefully she gets that more sleek, feminine design for the suit by series end. Because, like I said, this white suit just isn't doing it for me. Kind of looks more like an Iron Legion, just a throwaway suit, than like a masterpiece of a major character of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It looks like this, one wrong move and this suit just gets destroyed for the simplest of reasons. I know I'm hating on this a lot, man, but like I said, this video is for y'all, but in a way, I'm just trying to pump myself up and get myself excited for it, looking for things in the trailer that I'm like, okay, that looks cool. Okay, that looks cool too. And then in the process, I'm like, well, maybe not so much. Maybe not here either. Maybe not here either. But, I'm trying to be optimistic for it. You know me. I'll say my true judgment for when we actually watch the show. I love Daredevil. And hell, a lot of people were not liking Daredevil either. So who knows, man? Who knows how this is going to turn out? So okay, that's really all I got for y'all today, man. So if you're excited about this, if you're going to watch it, let me know in the comment section below. If you're not going to watch it, if you're just going to let this skip on by, let me know in the comment section why. I'm very curious to hear it. I'm very curious to see if your reasoning is similar to mine. So, okay, that's going to do it. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you want to see more content just like this, and to hit that subscribe button. You can follow me at youtube.com/smartjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the support, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.